life sucks and I never tried.
So one thing that I think might actually be interesting is we might have a lot of smaller players this year. If you are, 6 foot or under, you get a massive speed boost. You have access to higher ball handling ratings as well as like 3-point ratings. So a lot of people might gravitate toward that direction this year. Having said that, in our online test here internally, we've got a guy who plays at
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our stars. Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Junior. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And the regular season approaching its conclusion, Clark. Some have suggested pushing back the regular season permanently.
You know what, Kevin? I would love to push back the regular season and reduce the number of games. Now, that would be an idea that I would be willing to try to get some traction for.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Rondo. This is to George. Over Harden. George, no good. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets working the ball around now. And Junior throws it down.
And, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Harden against George. Some solid defense from Robinson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Junior. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And not backing down from the physical defense. Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Rondo with the ball. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Pass to Zubac. Outside Rondo. Back to Zubac. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Zubac with it. He's picked up by Irving. Rondo passes to Zubac. Over Irving. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, drains the three-pointer. Durant's got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers trail by 10. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Dennis Kanter's checked in for Robinson. Rondo against Irving. Rondo passes to Rogers. To end the cold streak, drills it from outside.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Irving with the bounce pass. Cantor dishes to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And I consider Junior to be a natural athlete. Really impressed with his ability to finish plays.
Here's Oturu. Guarded by KD.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Brown is checked in for Durant. And Harris subbed in for James Harden. There's the pass to Junior. Back to Irving. It's Brown on the wing. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Harris outside. Just 5 on the clock. Junior. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Junior's got his third basket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Passes to Oturu. Now here's Ross. And Cantor pulls it down.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Irving. Second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Rondo. Rebound, Brooklyn. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical. I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Harris against Ross. For the three. That one, no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Break that last. Group in for the Nets. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Brown. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Junior's checked in for Joe Harris. And James Harden subbed in for Landry Shamet. Mitchell Robinson out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Junior. And it's Brown in at the 2 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Down low. And it's Junior missing. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Knicks, was superb. He tallied 25 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era played in, but, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Rondo kicks to Leonard. Shoots from the baseline, and Cancer pulls it down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Lopez. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Harden the pass to Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
George against Harden. Now, here is George. Defense right on him.
Well, you have to be really on your toes when you're defending Paul George. He's excellent when it comes to using the pump fake to draw fouls.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And George drops them both. Nets leading by 19. Outside, KD. Lets it go from deep, and the Nets another 3.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George, no good. Junior the pass to KD, and that one drops for him. Durant's got 13.
Looking strong to the finish. When Durant locks in on scoring, nobody's stopping.
Here's George. And Durant sends it back. It's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
He got it up, and that would have counted, but his shot was... And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Rondo in at the point. And it's good, 2 points. 6 points for him.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Inside. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Clippers shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Zubac with it, guarded now by Irving. Zubac kicks to Rondo. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. The rebound by Harden.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
He gets it in there. Durant's got 15 points.
Yeah, with platinum level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
George lays it up and banks it in.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And it's Junior missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Rondo looking around. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Harden against George. It's stolen by Ibaka. One-on-one here. And George gets it to go. George has got 4 this quarter.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides you with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. You know, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen, later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
There's Brown with the 3. Good on the triple. Brown's got 9 points.
Well, you cannot ignore your guy if Junior's around, because he'll find
Rondo kicks to Ross. Here's Zubac. Outside Rondo. Shoots over Shannon. Rondo, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Brooklyn making some changes. Brown is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Enes Kanter comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Landry Shamet. The Clippers also changing it up. Coffey's checked in. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And again, no good by the Clippers.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Coffey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he converts the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Brown, the basket. Brown kicks it to Junior. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Junior's got 6 points in the quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Pass to Rogers. Here's Ross. Pass to Rogers. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Junior's got 22.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And so, guys, it's Junior making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a... Platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Nets passing it around. Robinson finds Harden. Here's Claxton. And Junior throws it down.
Always in pursuit of the basketball. If you throw it up, Junior's looking to throw it down.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. They've got Harden. Also, Landry Shamet is out there. Junior's out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Junior throws it down.
Showtime is what Junior is putting on right now. My goodness, he gets one to fall, and the floodgates are open.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Leonard on the wing. The 3. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jones checked in for Robinson, and McLemore subbed in for James Harden.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out to be and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
5 to shoot. Here's Bledsoe, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Junior throws it down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Now here's McLemore to the inside. Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Life sucks and I never tried. Mine's lost even more than I realize. Time's up, keep it moving when she arrives. If you ever heard what I heard in my mind, never try, you would cry, that's a lie. You would. I don't wanna ever come down from my. I am in the best seats from time and the next breed. If you come and me directly, don't need no one to defend me. Souls in a